you know, I just didn't want that to be my last memory of her in hospice care. But the fact is, it is my last memory of her is her being alone with a bunch of nurses, you know, shoving painkillers into her until she left. She used to tell me, she'd say, Travis, you know, you're my best friend. And for some stupid fucking reason that never stuck at me. I was so selfish that I thought she was trying to make me feel good. But no, I was her best friend, her only friend. You know, she brought me here, and it was my duty to escort her out. But instead, I was too caught up in myself and blaming her for not taking care of her body and relapsing on heroin when she was supposed to be recovering from cancer. And just I have a million excuses as to why I wasn't there, but the fact is I should have been there. You know, I missed it. I missed seeing her world fold in on itself. And that's one of my only regrets in life. It's definitely my biggest one. I'll never let that happen again with anybody I know. If somebody I know is about to go like that, I'll do everything in my power to be there for them, assuming they want me there. I just hope that, you know, whatever. So there's that. I'd also tell myself that I'm not going to die anytime soon. I mean, that'd be awesome to hear from my 20-year-old self, that I at least got another 4 or 5 years ahead of me. Because that's where most of my anxiety and you know, general discomfort comes from. You know, I don't want to know. I don't know that I'm going to see tomorrow. I certainly don't know that I'm going to see next week. So yeah, I'd tell myself that I'm going to be fine and just you know, relax. It's all good. Just chill. Second question: do you still play WoW? Looking forward to any MMOs. Yeah, I still play WoW. I just fuck around on my Twinks though, since I stopped raiding after Cataclysm when they introduced LFR. I don't have to try to see the content anymore. I don't have to try. That was my biggest motivation during my 6-year raiding career. I wanted to see the bosses, and I wanted to see the lore. I wanted to see where it went, and I wanted to go through the dungeons and look at all the cool new stuff. But now I just have to queue up for LFR, and I'm done in that department. You know, I don't like that. That's all you got to do to get through the content now. And from that point, it's just a matter of what difficulty do you want to set the content to. Like why would I want to do a hard mode boss when I can just do it on LFR and have the exact same experience minus having to wipe a million times? I never did like hard modes anyway. The only hard modes that I approve of was Ulduar, when it was about, you know, you would do something during the fight and it would trigger hard mode, and it was a totally different fight from that point on. Like, I don't like the idea of choosing the difficulty before you enter the instance. It's not fun to me. But yeah, now I just fuck around on my Twinks. I like running the old instances and stuff. I have 219s, 360s, 270s, and I think that's it. And I just spend my time working on those these days. Once they're fully completed, I'll make a final update on Just Another Druid, and after that, I'm not sure what I have to upload on that channel, which is sad because I love making boss kills and stuff. I guess I could upload when a mount that I've been farming drops, but other than that, you know, there's nothing worth farming really, or worth filming really. As for other MMOs, is there any coming up? I don't know. I'm not looking forward to any, but if there's some cool ones coming up, just let me know. Oh, his third question is, what is that wireless headset you're wearing in the video? It's the Astro A50. I like wireless things. Next question from JJJ InRay1. What are your thoughts on Knock Madness, MMLP2, and Therapy? I already discussed M's album. As for Knock Madness, I was honestly really let down, which sucks to say because Hobson is a friend of mine, or at least he was. I mean, we lost contact after he blew up a year or two ago, but yeah, there was so much hype and build-up around the album for years, and when it finally came out, there was virtually no evolution from where he was when he dropped Raw, and that was what, 3 or 4 years ago, and he hasn't improved at all. Not to say that he isn't skilled, because he definitely is, but I was expecting something much more than what he got, than what we got. Rip Your Heart Out though, that was an awesome one. I still listen to that one regularly, but nothing else on there has much replay value to me. Oh, I also like Hop Sinister. And what's that one? There was another one I liked on there. What's My Purpose? Yeah. That's a word-ass track. But again, not much replay value to me. As for Therapy, it's cool, but it seems rushed. I hope Tech takes his time with the next project like he did with 6s and 7s. I loved When Demons Come, though. That's a beautiful, beautiful track. Other than that, it was a pretty forgettable piece to me. Like I said, it just seems rushed. Like he just wanted to put something out for some reason. I hope he really takes his time with the next project. Raw Tune, with another 3-part question, asks, well, the first question is, do you see yourself raiding again? Nope. Not unless they remove LFR, which is kind of scary to say because I don't know what's going to keep me playing once all my twinks are complete. And I'm pretty close, and by then I'll be out of character slots with nothing to really do. So yeah. Second question, how have you been spending your free time lately? That's a good question. Well, I just finished moving into my new place, and that was a whole ordeal, as you know. As for what I do now, I spend a lot of time with Lynn. I'm always adding stuff to my car, you know. I should make another update on that pretty soon, actually. I'm currently in the process of trying to slam it. I mean, it's already on air, but it doesn't completely slam to the ground when I air out the bags all the way. It's still like 2.5 inches off the ground. Whereas I want it to sit down completely when I park it, and I think that'll also work as a good security system too, because who the fuck is gonna try stealing a car that's on the ground, bitch? I mean, my air system is digital, so you're not gonna get it off the ground unless you know how to work the thing. It's not just, you know, 4 simple knobs and switches that you know, for each bag. It's a group of presets that you gotta press a combination of buttons for. But yeah, I need lower top hats for the front, and I think I'm gonna go with Echo Springs in the back. That's what Z-Man on Club XP told me to do, and that should do the trick, hopefully. If that doesn't slam the ride, I think I'm just gonna get this Japanese body kit that I was looking at a while back. It's the one that Z-Man's using. I posted it on my Facebook recently, asking what people thought, and that should definitely do the trick. Other than that, you know, I still skate now and then. I wish I knew someone else that skated. I haven't known another skateboarder since like 2006. And of course, I play WoW, and I spend a lot of time on the internet, on a couple forums and stuff. And actually, Lynn and I are working on growing our own mushrooms. But that's about it these days, I think. And of course, I upload everything that happens here. But yeah, that's what I do during my day. His third question, how are you doing overall? Well, thanks for asking, man. I'm doing good. A lot better now that my illness is fading away. Starting to be able to smoke again a little, which helps tremendously. And I'm putting on weight again. I'm just taking it easy. I've been having these insane dreams, though, thanks to the Valium, which makes me wake up all fucked up sometimes. But I've been getting better at handling it. I hate the dreams. I hate dreaming about my mom, though. That fucks with me the most. That and dreaming of old places and states that I used to live, because you know I miss the past. But yeah. Defina Wizzle asks, what is your favorite album of all time? That's a hard one. I remember I saw that when you posted that. I don't think I can pick a single one. I like different ones for different reasons. I love Tech's all 6s and 7s. He just busts and busts and busts on that album for days. And you could tell he spent a motherfucking long ass time writing that piece. Now there's like a streak of 3 or 4 tracks on there that are just sex songs, and that gets boring fast, but there's so much else on that piece, including the bonus tracks, which make up for the streak of those weak tracks. But yeah, on a technical level, 6s and 7s is the shit, and I really hope Tech returns to that formula on the next piece, even though I know it's so much work, but I hope that's what he does again. So that one. Also the combo of MMLP and MMLP2. That's a perfect set of albums to me, and I think a lot of that is just because I grew up on the dude's music. He introduced me to hip hop in the '90s, so there's a lot of nostalgia involved in me picking those 2 albums. But yeah, everybody I listen to is so different from each other. It's hard to pick my answer. I've been on a Rit streak recently, just listening to the Life and Times of Johnny Valiant, and that's an amazing one too. So yeah, my answer on that really depends on what I'm currently listening to during a given period. So But yeah, those albums are definitely up in my top ones for sure. Henry Ducras, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, asks, if you were to cover Worldwide Choppers today, do you reckon you'll be able to rap it better or worse than your original cover? Way better. That was a sloppy ass cover. I can't even watch it back. I just cringe. My tongue is always getting sharper, and back then I didn't even know how to chop really. I mean, keep in mind there's a difference between chopping and just rapping fast. Like, you can get to a certain point where you're going so fast that nobody can really understand what you're saying. It's just a mashup of a bunch of syllables, and it doesn't even really matter at that point. But the point of chopping is to give each syllable not only the exact same emphasis, but the same amount of time for and between each syllable as well. And to me, chopping sounds way cooler, but it's a lot harder because, you know, you're fully enunciating every last syllable as opposed to just like you know, give me the mic and I bet that you dog is what you better do when I bust it, I'll be flipping, I'm incredible, never get above you. Ugh, it sounds crazy, but like, if you go like, give me the mic and I bet that you dog is what you better do when I bust it, I'll be flipping, I'm incredible, never get above, I'm a killer with the pedal to the body, you're edible and your death is so inevitable. I can take it to your mama, you're dead in the back of a caddy, you're cut up in a sack and a baggie, you wanna take it out and make it petty, you gotta be petty, cause that'll be bad if you decide to get mad, you're gonna. I think that sounds way cooler. I think that just sounds awesome to me. So yeah. I would definitely, if I were to record it again, it would definitely be a lot better. King Nadney, with yet another 3-part question, asks, how's you and Lynn? We're doing good, actually. I mean, we went through a really rough patch back from like between August to November. But when I caught her, when I caught her being disloyal, I essentially cut her out of my life completely. Like, I couldn't even talk to her without feeling sick to my stomach. So having her around wasn't healthy for either of us, because I would just lay into her. Like, I couldn't let it go. And during that time, I had a little fling with some waitress I met named Caitlin at my local diner. But nothing really came of that. So around sometime in November, I decided to let her back into my life, which, you know, the pain, it still is tender, but I'm able to put it behind me for the most part. And we've done nothing but bonded since then. But I let her know, you know, if she pulls that shit again, I don't have the capacity within my heart to give her another chance. I mean, I know you're supposed to love everything and everybody and show forgiveness, yada yada, but the fact is, I'm only so strong, guys. I can only endure so much before I don't want to be around a person anymore. And maybe that's why I don't have any friends, but you know, she knows that. So, but yeah, we're doing good. Everything seems to be steady. We spent all of Christmas break together, and that was nice. But yeah, we're good. Second question: when are you going to upload to Just Another Druid? Like I said, as soon as I have something to upload, man. I mean, I don't raid anymore, and all I really do is get gear for my twinks and farm the Onyxia mount and the Mimron head. And as soon as those drop for me, you'll see that. But yeah, I mean, I certainly haven't abandoned the channel, but I don't have any material for it as of lately. Yeah. Third question is, what are your thoughts on Warlords of Draenor? I haven't really looked into it. I know it's something about Garrosh trying to close the Dark Portal or something. I don't know. I mean, I try to keep up with MMO Champion, but lately it's just been bullshit. All I see is Blizzard tweets where it's somebody like sending them some harsh, mean shit, just being a complete douche over a fucking video game. And then Blizzard defending themselves. Like I don't want to read that. Why can't people just have a discussion? I don't want to read people bashing the game designers all day and then the company defending themselves and that being the source of news. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I try to keep up with the news, but MMO Champion isn't as journalistically I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but yeah. If you'd like to send me a message and get me up to speed on what's going to happen in the expansion, I'd enjoy that. I saw in Trade Chat the other day that they're removing the ability to fly in a bunch of places, which is cool. You know, it makes you appreciate the environment a lot more as opposed to just flying over it all, which I'm a big fan of. And that'll make exploration a lot more fun again, like back in the day. If you used to watch my early videos from like 2007, I would spend a lot of time between raids just wall jumping and trying to get to cool places. So hopefully I'll be able to do those videos again. But yeah, I like that they're removing the flying in a lot of places, because like even last night actually hold on, I think I got a burp. No, but it'll come. Last night I was spending a lot of time just just running around